Hello, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your Taurus reading for the month of April 2017. So we'll be starting with our theme of the month as I've been doing. We've got some general cards that I'm going to draw, and then we're focusing on health this month. So you'll be getting a little bit more guidance around your health. That's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health. And then as I've been doing the last couple months, I've got some Feng Shui tips for you at the end of this reading. And that will be, this month is around clutter and some Feng Shui tips and advice for clearing the clutter that you might have in your space, right? So let's go ahead and get started. Your theme of the month is going to be King of Water. The water cards are all about the depth of emotion. This card is a duality card. So on the one hand, it's about a person. On the other hand, it's about a circumstance or an experience. Water people tend to be emotional, as you can imagine, right? Because it is about the depth of emotion. This particular King of Water is very compassionate, very trustworthy. You can really trust them. They also tend to be very... you know, there's someone that dresses nice. They are typically someone that cares about appearances. They may be very interested in art, like in the arts, in opera, music, different things like that. You know, just that that type of thing. And they also are in their community very well respected. Okay, so this is someone that's going to be prominent in your life in the month of April. So just pay attention to that. This is also someone that may kind of pull at your heartstrings and get you to do some things that your soul is calling you to do this month. So the other side of this is about opening your heart, okay? So really this King of Water is really wanting you to open your heart, okay? And why? Why would you do that? Because now is the time that we're all about love, okay? So really opening your heart, not only, it doesn't, you know, sometimes people think, oh, that's opening me up to be hurt. No, you can never truly be hurt. Opening yourself up to deeper love is going to enrich your life, okay? So that's what this is about. And it's about opening your heart and mind to those around you, okay? So you may have someone that's been trying to give you some advice and you've been kind of shutting them down. This card is letting you know that that advice is trustworthy. Like, you can trust them. It's heartfelt. It's good advice, okay? So paying attention to that and being open to that. And the other piece of this is being open to helping others. So perhaps doing some charity work this month, helping others in some way is what's coming through for a theme for you. Okay, so let's see what else we have for you. It feels funny, like, even though I know it's only whatever, it's March still as I'm filming this, but coming into April, but it's still a little bit cool here, and so I've got my, like, you know, turtleneck thing on, and I'm like, oh, that's it feels funny to be wearing that at this time of year, but it's still not quite. And where I filmed this, I have a basement office that is just, it's cooler down here too, so that's the other piece of it. But Archangel Michael is definitely here. He's coming in because I can feel him heating things up, and that's what made me think of the turtleneck thing that I got going on here. All right, so we've got Archangel Uriel coming in. This is the Sun card, and so this is really about a happy outcome, okay? So something that you've been worrying or wondering about, it is going to have a happy outcome. There's some great ideas that you're getting in the month of April, so brilliant ideas. Pay attention to those, right? Because those ideas lead you to a happy outcome. They lead you to success, okay? And Archangel Uriel is really pushing you to be confident. Have that confidence in yourself, because these ideas are good, okay? So don't second guess yourself around this. This is good stuff, and it's divinely guided. All right, and you've got the Strength card coming in, Archangel Ariel, and this is all about letting you know that you've got the strength that you need, right? You've got that fortitude, that you need to be able to move forward, because that's what it's calling for right now. Letting go of any judgments, all right? Judgments around others, but in particular, letting go of judgments of yourself, okay? So many times we get into our heads about, like if I don't do this, so-and-so's going to say this, and they're going to be upset, and I'm going to, people are going to look bad, I'm going to look bad, different things like that. You have no idea. Like, you're making that stuff all up. You have no idea how people are going to react. Maybe they're not even going to notice that you're not there, right? So just having that forgiveness and that compassion for yourself and for others. There's a great movie out right now called The Shack. And they talk in there about that forgiveness, about compassion, about judgment, like what that's all about. It's a beautiful movie. If you feel called to see that, I highly recommend it. I read the book, and then I've actually seen the movie twice, because every time I see it, it's like new things come in, like I'm getting new awarenesses. All right, and then we have the Queen of Air coming in. Air cards, of course, are all about the head and about the intellect. This Queen of Air is very smart, of course. The air people tend to be more intelligent. She's also very funny. When we look at these air people, they do tend to have a lot of experience. So there's someone that you can rely on to give you advice. Like, they can help you with whatever question or problem or circumstance that you've got going, because they really have a lot of experience, okay? The other side of this is about making decisions from an objective vantage point, okay? So sometimes, an objective, I feel like, is a balance between your head and your heart, right? Both of those things going on there. It's making that decision based on what feels like the best outcome too, right? Okay, so you can feel your way into this as well. Looking at the facts objectively, but then also feeling what feels lighter, what feels easier, okay? That's the other piece of that. And then I love this part of it. It's about clearing away everything that no longer serves you, which is great, because the next video is going to have some Feng Shui tips for you around clearing clutter. So perfect, right? Couldn't have planned that any better. And then just be lighter, right? Find the humor in the situation. Find the fun. Life is not meant to be so flippant serious. Like, find what's funny about this, okay? Take things lighter is what the Queen of Air wants you to do. All right, so this is going to be around your health and healing. And again, it can be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health that comes in this line. So let's see what we've got. Okay, need to do a little bit more research. So whatever it is that's going on for you, you don't have quite enough information to make an informed decision about it or to take an informed action. So you've got to do a little bit more research around this. And typically what this means is, if you've got something that's been going on with your body, like, check into maybe, alternative ways of dealing with it. Check with people that have had a similar thing and what did they do, right? Different things like that. So, and you will be guided and led to the information that you need. Okay, so it's not about like just willy-nilly like throwing a dart in the air and like, oh, where does it land, and oh, I'm going to look at that information. No, it's about, you're guided to go onto a specific website, or you're guided to go on Facebook and there's a post, right? So just follow the guidance that's coming into you about what it is that you need to look at. Okay, and then we've got increased energy. So Archangel Raphael wants to help boost your energy. So it's kind of, if you think about this as a natural shot of an energy shot, that's what Archangel Raphael wants to give for you. And this is really just about opening to allowing that increased energy to come in. Because you don't just have energy. This is something Brenda Burchard always talks about. You don't just have energy, you generate it. Okay, so you can be the joy, you can bring the light, you can imagine your body just completely filled with love and light and beam that out, right? And that increases your vibration and your energy. So beautiful, love that. And then the last thing is about consulting a nutritionist. So there's something wonky about your food, maybe something that's not agreeing with your system. And I feel like everyone has a little bit different needs. So there's not one diet or one way of eating that works well for everyone, okay? Some people do really well as a vegetarian. Some people need paleo diets. Some people, need different things. So just consult a nutritionist and find what works for you and what your body needs to get, because it just feels like it's out of alignment, right? There's something that's just not quite adjusted there. And so consulting with a nutritionist can help you with that. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Taurus, for the month of April 2017. Stay tuned for the next video that will give you Feng Shui tips for the month. Hello, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your Feng Shui tips for the month of April 2017. Today, our topic is clutter. And there's a number of reasons that I was called to choose this as a topic for the month. As many of you know, it's springtime in a lot of areas of the world, and so that tends to get people decluttering. The other shift, we've got the spring coming in. We had a new moon the end of March, as well as a portal opening that same time, which is calling us to let go of things that are no longer serving us so that we can move forward, so that we can do the things that we came here to do. So, Feng Shui, in Feng Shui, clutter is not our friend, okay? And we've talked about this a little bit. If you've watched my videos before, you know that this year is the year of the fire monkey, or I'm sorry, the fire rooster. We had the monkey last year. Fire rooster this year, and the rooster does not tolerate clutter. So that's another energy that we've got going on here as well. But in Feng Shui, clutter represents stuck energy. Okay, so if you have areas in your home, a couple of areas in your home that are very cluttered, I would encourage you to take a look at the Bagua and see what area is drawing the most clutter and how is that affecting your life, okay? Because it does affect your life. Everything is energy. So like this bell is energy, this book is energy, everything in your space carries an energy to it, okay? That's one of the basic principles of Feng Shui, is that everything is energy. So things in your space are either lifting you up, right? Raising your vibration, helping you vibrate at a higher level, or they're dragging you down, right? They're draining you, okay? So clutter that's one of the things clutter can do, is have you feeling drained. Maybe you're feeling that you don't have as much energy as you'd like, or you're like, I can't clear this clutter because I don't even have the energy to do it, right? So today I'm going to give you a few tips around that. So first of all, though, I want to share with you some of the things that clutter can cause within your life. Things that I see when I'm doing Feng Shui consults with people and they have clutter in their spaces. So clutter can cause clouded vision, right? When you have a whole bunch of stuff on your desk, it's really hard to focus on what you need to be doing, right? So it clouds your vision, and it causes you having difficulty focusing. It can also relate to you feeling overwhelmed. So if there's a lot of stuff around, that gives you that feeling of being overwhelmed as well. It can cause relationship issues. It can cause weight gain, like you can be heavier. If you have a lot of clutter in your space, that may cause you to be heavier, right? It can cause fatigue, make you feel tired, make you feel depressed. There's health issues that can be related to clutter and having a lot of clutter. Lost opportunities, certainly. And then, of course, financial difficulties as well. So there's a lot of different things that clutter can cause in your life that are not very fun, right? So that's why I really want to give you this opportunity to do just some quick tips to share what you can do to shift the energy. So number one, I have this little bell, right? When you have a space that is cluttered and you cannot seem to get motivated to clear it, or perhaps it's maybe even your son's room or something like that, you can ring a bell over the space. What does the bell do? So bells help stir up energy. They can clear energy as well. So I use sound when I do my space clearings, I use smoke and sound, so I do use bells for that, not this particular bell, but but ringing a bell over the space helps kind of clear the energy. It also helps you make decisions, okay? So when back in my prior life, I used to buy gold and silver. And we used to do these parties, and every time that we would calculate how much the people were getting for their gold and silver, we would ring a bell. We would tell them the amount, and we would ring a bell. Not this kind of bell, but we did like an office bell, right? Ding, 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 ding. And it not only created excitement, of course, because then every time somebody heard the bell, they were like, oh, who's getting money and how much are you getting? But it also helped the person make a decision, right, about whether they wanted to accept that, whether they wanted to keep some things, what they wanted to do around that. So bells help with a lot of different things. So that would be my first tip, is ringing a bell over the clutter. The second thing that you can do, another option that you can do along with that, is to spend 9 minutes a day. So it sounds like it's not very much time, right? But everyone has 9 minutes. And you'd be surprised how much you can get done in 9 minutes. You just set a little timer on your phone, or set the timer on your stove or whatever for 9 minutes every day, and just pick a spot and clear. It could be a junk drawer. It could be an area on your counter. Anything. Spend 9 days to clear that clutter. Another option is to remove 9 things every day, okay? So what's with the 9? People are always asking about why 9? So 9 is a lucky number. In Feng Shui, it's the last number before they repeat, right? But it's also about reaching new heights. So it's about, like, getting to that next level. And so that 9 is has a good energy to it. And it is about completion. So when we are doing clutter clearing, we're wanting to be letting go of things that no longer serve us, right? And so that is a good way to do that. So 9 things every day. Find 9 things in your home every day that you no longer love, you no longer use, you no longer want, and get them out of the house, right? My advice always to my Feng Shui clients is, if you don't love it, like if it doesn't spark joy, and I'm going to explain where that spark joy comes from, but if you don't love it, if it doesn't spark joy, let it go. Okay, there's someone else that needs that. There's someone else that it will bring joy to, and it's holding you back. It's like you're carrying all of this stuff with you, right? So the last thing that I want to share with you is this wonderful book, and obviously I'm not paid or anything to share this. I just have found that this book is amazing for helping myself, not only myself, but also my clients, clear the clutter out of their house once and for all. I'm just going to hold that up for you. So it's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. Let's see if I can, there. Yeah, you can see both of us. It's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. It's by Marie Kondo, Kondo. And she's got 2 versions. This is the first version that I would recommend. She has a second book out as well, and then you can see kind of her picture on the back there. But this book, I've just found that the way that she does this really syncs up well with Feng Shui, because it's about feeling the energy of the things in your space. So she literally has you pick up each item and feel it. Does this spark joy? If it sparks joy, you keep it. If it doesn't, you let it go. So it's really more about the things that you are keeping rather than what you are letting go. So that is what I have for you. I guess it's not a super quick tip, but I had several different things that I wanted to share with you. If you want more around the Marie Kondo system, I'm going to share kind of my tips around that and a little deeper dive in the deep dive reading. So you'll get that. And then the last thing is that it's my birthday, or it was my birthday on March 31st. So I've been called to offer a birthday special on my private readings. Not only private readings, but also a few other things that I do, my life navigation sessions, my space whispering, as well as my virtual Feng Shui consults. So I'm offering a discount that I've never offered before. Like, I've never given this big a discount. So if you've been wanting to work with me or try some private work with me, this would be a great opportunity to do that. I'm offering 31% off these services, and all you have to do is use the code birthday. And when you put in birthday, it will automatically take that 31% off. So you can get to experience me at a lower rate for the month of April. So all through the month of April till the end of April. For now, relax, have fun, and enjoy your month. Much love to you.